Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the very first video of the HTML tutorial series. In this series of videos, I will be teaching you how to write HTML code. Later on, we're going to look into CSS and JavaScript, basically everything you need to help you get started with front-end web development. So before I even get started with this tutorial series, it is important that I share my resource with you, which is w3schools.com. This is the website that I will be using throughout this video to explain to you all the lessons that they're providing for free. I'm not sponsored by this website in any shape or form. Now let's get started. So the first question that you might have is, what is HTML? HTML is the standard markup language for creating web pages. Note that HTML is not a programming language, it's a markup language. So HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. So HTML describes the structure of a web page. In order to do web development, it is absolutely crucial that you know HTML. HTML code consists of elements, okay? And everything you're seeing in this browser screen right now is an element. You can see a link, and a lot of links everywhere. You can see a heading, you can see a button, you can see another button, you can see some text. These are all individual elements that have been used to build this web page. So HTML elements are represented by tags. So at this point, let's start creating our very first HTML document. To do that, all you need to do is open up a text editor. For now, I will be using Notepad, which is the default text editor that comes with Windows. We open up Notepad. So the first thing I want to tell you guys is, what is a tag? A tag is simply a less than and a greater than sign. And whatever you put inside the tag will describe the element that you just created. Okay, so suppose this is A. So this is an A tag, okay? It could be anything. It could be B, C, ABC. This is an ABC tag. So the first thing we want to do at the top of our document is create a tag that tells our browser that this is an HTML5 document. HTML5 is the latest version of HTML, and that's what we're going to be using throughout this tutorial series. So in order to declare that this is an HTML5 document, you need to type a less than sign, then an exclamation point, and then you gotta type doc type. And then hit space and type HTML. And then you put greater than sign. And what this line of code is doing is telling the browser that this is an HTML5 document. The next thing we need to do is create an HTML tag. So in order to do that, we open up the HTML tag by simply typing less than HTML greater than. And now we need to close this tag. So in order to close a tag, we simply put a / and then type HTML. So this is closing the HTML tag. This tag is telling our browser that this is where the HTML document starts. Every HTML document has a head section, so we gotta create a head tag, and this is the opening tag. The closing head tag will simply contain a / and then head. Every HTML page also has a body element, so we need to open the body tag and then close the body tag. Right, so this is pretty much the structure of our web page. Now, nothing is inside this document yet. If you save this and run it on your browser, you're going to see an empty page. So what we're going to do is create a title for our website. Right? So I just full screened it. So the title goes inside the head. So you go in between the opening and the closing head tags, and you type, and you start a title tag. So this is the opening title tag, and you know what to do. You gotta close the title tag as well. And we're gonna give our web page a title. So, my first web page. This is going to be the title for our website. And now we're gonna add a heading to our website. So in order to do that, we go in between our opening and closing body tags, and we type H1. So this is an H1 tag, and we gotta close our H1 tag. H1 stands for headings. So let's say let's say welcome to my web page. Now we are going to create a paragraph. So paragraphs are represented by a P tag. So opening up the P tag and closing the P tag. And we can write hello world. And this is it. You have just created your very first web page. So now in order to view this document in your browser, what I'm going to do is go to File and click Save. So click File, hit Save, and then we're going to create a new folder in our desktop. And we're going to call this Web Tutorial Series. And inside this folder, I'm going to save this file. So you can name it whatever you want. I'm just going to call it web page. And then it is very important that at the end you type .html. Once you do that, hit save. And now if you go back to your desktop, web tutorial series, you can see webpage.html. Click on it, and you can see the web page that we just created. So as you can see, the title that we gave our website was my first website, and the title is visible up here. Then we put in a heading, welcome to my web page, and you can see that over here. And then you can see the paragraph, hello world. Notice that the browser is not displaying any of the tags contained in our document. Another cool thing you can do is look at the source code right within your browser. So what you need to do in order to see the source code of this document is, if you're on Chrome, right click and then go to View Page Source. Click on it, and now you can see the code that we just wrote inside Chrome. Alright, so you can see the doc type HTML, you can see HTML tag, the head tag, the title tag, the body tag, H1 tag, and the P tag. And then you can see the closing of the body tag and the closing HTML tag. So what's happening here is these tags are simply telling the browser what each content of this tag is. So this is telling the browser that this, whatever is within the opening and the closing title tag, is going to be the title of our web page. And the browser displays it up here accordingly. Then the H1 tags are telling our browser that whatever is within the H1 opening and closing tag is a heading, and the browser is displaying it as so. Same goes for the paragraph. There you have it. You've just made your very first HTML page. That's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.